Hello, welcome to the mini story for The Race. Let's get started. It was 5 o'clock and Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. When was Alan riding his motorcycle?
It's 5 o'clock.
Well, at 5 o'clock, right? At 5 o'clock, Alan was riding his motorcycle. Was Alan riding his car?
No.
Or was Alan riding his motorcycle? Well, of course, Alan was riding his motorcycle. Where was Alan riding his motorcycle?
In San Francisco.
In San Francisco. Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. When was he riding?
It's 5 o'clock.
At 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. He was riding down Van Ness Street and came to a stoplight. Who was riding down Van Ness Street?
Alan riding.
Alan was riding down Van Ness Street. What was he riding on?
Motorcycle. His motorcycle.
On a motorcycle. He was riding on his motorcycle. Was he riding down Market Street? No, not Market Street. He wasn't riding down Market Street.
Van Ness Street.
Was he riding down Lombard Street? No, he wasn't riding down Lombard Street. He was riding down Van Ness Street. When was he riding down Van Ness Street? At 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, he was riding down Van Ness Street. Who was riding down Van Ness Street at 5 o'clock?
Alan riding down Van Ness Street.
Alan was riding down Van Ness Street at 5 o'clock. Was he in a truck?
No.
No, he wasn't in a truck. He was on his motorcycle. And he came to a stoplight.
Yes.
Did Alan come to a go light?
No.
No. He didn't come to a go light. He came to a stoplight. We never say go light. We only say stoplight. Who came to a stoplight?
Alan came to a stoplight.
Alan, of course. Alan came to a stoplight. What was he on when he came to a stoplight? A motorcycle. He was on a motorcycle when he came to a stoplight. Where was the stoplight?
In Van Ness Street.
Well, on Van Ness Street. The stoplight was on Van Ness Street. Was the stoplight on Embarcadero Street?
Yeah.
Or
No.
was the stoplight
No.
on Van Ness Street? Van Ness, of course, Van Ness. The stoplight was on Van Ness Street. Who was at the stoplight?
Alan.
Alan was at the stoplight. Which city
No.
Was Alan
In San Francisco.
in San Francisco? Of course. Alan was in San Francisco. Where is Van Ness?
In San Francisco.
Well, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Of course, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Is Van Ness Street in New York?
No.
Or is Van Ness Street in San Francisco?
No. No.
Well, of course, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Where was Alan riding?
Where? Motorcycle.
Well, he was riding on Van Ness Street in San Francisco. And he came to a stoplight. A red Ferrari pulled up next to him. Did the red Ferrari pull up behind him?
No. Next to.
No, not behind him. The red Ferrari pulled up next to him. What pulled up next to Alan?
A red Ferrari.
A red Ferrari. A red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. Did Alan pull up next to a red Ferrari?
No.
No. Alan didn't pull up next to a red Ferrari. A red Ferrari pulled up next to him. Where did the red Ferrari pull up next to Alan?
In a stoplight.
At a stoplight on Van Ness Street. At a stoplight on Van Ness Street, a red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. Was Alan in a red Ferrari?
No.
No. Alan wasn't in a red Ferrari. He was on a motorcycle. Alan was on a motorcycle. What did the red Ferrari do?
Red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan.
It pulled up next to Alan. The red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. The driver was wearing dark sunglasses.
Oh, that's.
So, Alan was wearing dark sunglasses.
No, the driver.
No, not Alan. Alan wasn't wearing dark sunglasses. Who was wearing dark sunglasses?
The drivers.
The driver of the Ferrari. The driver of the Ferrari was wearing dark sunglasses, not Alan.
Not Alan.
The driver looked over at Alan.
Oh.
Did the driver look behind Alan?
No, drivers look.
No. He looked over at Alan. Who looked over at Alan?
The driver.
The driver of the Ferrari looked over at Alan. Did Alan look over at the driver?
Yes.
Yes, he did. Alan also looked over at the driver. Who was the driver?
The driver is
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was the driver. Alan looked over at the driver and realized that the driver was Tom Cruise. Who was the driver of the Ferrari?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was the driver of the Ferrari. Who was the motorcycle rider? Alan. Alan was the motorcycle rider. And Tom Cruise was the driver of the Ferrari. Who looked over at Alan?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise looked over at Alan. What was Tom Cruise wearing?
Tom Cruise wearing sunglasses.
Sunglasses. Tom Cruise was wearing dark sunglasses.
Dark sunglasses.
Was Alan wearing dark sunglasses?
No, Tom Cruise.
No, he wasn't. Alan wasn't wearing dark sunglasses. Tom Cruise was wearing dark sunglasses. And he looked over at Alan.
Yes.
Tom sneered at Alan.
Oh, Tom sneered.
Oh no. Did Tom smile?
No.
No, he didn't. Tom didn't smile. He sneered at Alan.
Sneered.
Was Tom friendly and nice?
No.
No, he wasn't friendly and nice. He sneered at Alan. Did Alan sneer at Tom Cruise? Or did Tom Cruise sneer at Alan? Well, Tom Cruise sneered at Alan. After he sneered, what did Tom Cruise say?
When the light turns green,
Well,
let's
he
race.
said, when the light turns green, let's race. After he sneered at Alan, Tom Cruise said, when the light turns green, let's race. Did Tom want to race? Yes, of course. He has a Ferrari. He wanted to race. Alan said, all right, you're on.
Oh.
Did Alan agree to race Tom?
Yes. I don't say.
Yes, he agreed. He said, you're on. Did Tom say, you're on?
Yeah.
No, Tom didn't say, you're on. Alan said, you're on.
Thank you for watching my videos. Bye.